Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Stocks Around Us with Me Pizza. Guys, I have a classic question for you today. What came first, the chicken or the egg? This is an ancient dilemma that dates back to the time of the famous philosopher Aristotle, who claimed that neither of them came first. They both existed at the same time. But then, Stephen Hawking, the famous astrophysicist, came along and claimed that no, in fact, the egg must come first according to the theory of evolution. Because according to this theory, chickens evolved from other non-chickens through time, through small DNA mutations, which occur at the cell level. Since the cell lives in the egg must come first. But what does the Christian Bible suggest? The opposite, of course. You see, God created every living creature. Therefore, the chicken has to come first. It's classic creationism theory. In fact, there are so many different kinds of theories. What then is the answer? So while we think about this impossible question, let's go and take a look at something that's a little easier to understand: the chicken business. On a chicken farm, the egg will definitely come first. Today, we are going to explore CAB Cakaran Corporation Berhad. CAB Cakaran Corporation is an investment holding company which, through its subsidiaries, operates an integrated poultry business in Malaysia. The group breeds, processes, and markets broiler chicken, including the processing and trading of value-added chicken and seafood products, and operates a franchise food business. All of these divisions can be divided into three categories. Starting with their biggest division, Integrated Poultry Farming and Processing Division. With key poultry farming activities located in Selangor, Malacca, Penang, Kedah, and the east coast of peninsular Malaysia, the group's production capacity is one of the largest in the country. With upstream expansion and 2 acquired subsidiaries in Singapore, as well as the planned joint venture with the Salim Group in Indonesia, the company has increased its presence in the region. Of course, being established in the chicken meat business, the company has easy access to raw materials for their marketing and food processing division. Here, they produce ready-to-eat processed foods ranging from pepperoni, salami, chicken toast, frankfurters, nuggets, fish fingers, fish balls, and burgers to the traditional dim sum. These are products like gyoza, dumplings, siomai, and other delicacies. Currently, the processed foods are sold under the brands of Henny's, Likes, Garing, and Ayam Likes. In addition, the group's restaurant division also owns a franchise fast food chain called Kairos Kebab, which is a mix of Mediterranean and Western quick service, selling kebabs of chicken, lamb, and beef with special Kairos sauce. Currently, they have over 12 outlets around the country and will continue to expand with a wider selection of kebabs and more store openings. As they strive to be a respected player in the global food industry, CAB Cakaran Corporation has established networks in countries such as Indonesia, Singapore, and are selling high-quality food products to customers around the world. So guys, before we go and talk to our guests, let's clear the mystery of what came first, the chicken or the egg. I did some research. You see, back in 2010, scientists finally discovered a protein in chickens. It's called ovoclidin 17. This is a protein that helps make eggshells in chickens. This means that the egg cannot be produced without this protein, which can't be produced without the chicken. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, the chicken comes first. And now that we finally got that cleared up, let's go and learn about the real-world chicken business with the group's managing director. Ladies and gentlemen, Chua Hun Fong. Hi, Christopher.
Hey, how are you?
Thank you for having us at your factories and your headquarters today.
Thank you for coming us and visiting us.
Right,
Thank
right.
you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So first of all, Christopher, since CAB covers quite an integrated supply chain of the food
Yeah.
business, you have activities from farming and processing to your ready-to-eat, all the way to the restaurant business.
Yeah.
Can you give us a proportion of these between these different activities that you do?
Yep, we have been mostly it's almost about 70 to 75% on poultry divisions. It's a poultry division we can classify as a fully integrated poultry. Inside we have the grand parent stock activity, parent stock activity, then boiler contract farming, then processing as well. Then for the food value added is about almost about 5 to 10% for the group. Then from the process itself, we will be another is go for value added. So it will be transfer the products going to value added for more value. But all each division they got their difference of the customer base. The poultry industry in Malaysia, currently we can classify as a fully integrated company, and some is a semi-fully integrated company. So currently now is about 6 to 7 fully integrated big player in Malaysia.
Right, I see. And like, if you describe your operations, are you since the beginning from breeding the chicks to farming to what are your operations like?
Yeah, for our operation, we have the start from our grandparent stock farm until the value-added food processing division. So currently we have produced about 60,000 grand parent stock per month. Then it's about 5 million boiler DOC a month.
Who do you sell your products to?
We will be normally selling to supermarket chains and the hotel lines, F&B, and some of the fast food chains.
I see.
And we are selling these live boiler bird traditional market.
Right.
Yeah.
I see. Do you do any exports at all? For your
Yeah,
poultry?
we did export about 1 million birds of chicken to Singapore currently. Then we also export the food value added products to the other countries, but it's a small volume.
I see.
Yeah.
So now, do you face any importing cost challenges now that the Malaysian ringgit has depreciated?
Yep, it will be directly facing this cost with the ringgit's depreciation. And because of the poultry market in Malaysia, then the cost we are based on almost 60 to 70% is feed. So the animal feed in Malaysia, we are still fully import like corn and soybean. So it will be the ringgit depreciation. It will be affect our cost high or low.
So how much has your sales of broiler chicken grown in the past few years?
Our broiler chicken sales grow in the company. In 2014, we have sales grow about roughly 10%, and 2015 is about 32%. Then we are forecast on the coming year 2016 will be another 12%. Then we're going to reach 1 billion ringgit sales revenue for the company.
I see.
Yeah.
So overall, when you look at the industry, what is your outlook on the overall industry sales of broiler chicken?
The broiler poultry sales in Malaysia is well established, and the growing form ratings and stabilize every year because the chicken still is the cheapest sources for the white proteins for the all race of the people in Malaysians.
Right.
And it's chicken is a fully halal certified by halal, and it's also for can accepted by all range of the religions nation in Malaysia. And Malaysia now the poultry we are one of the largest consumed chickens in the world. It's a roughly per capita consumed is about almost 40 kg per annum.
How about your ready-to-eat foods division right now? How is the ready-to-eat industry doing in Malaysia at the moment?
ready-to-eat food in Malaysia, I think it's been established for almost about 20 years already. And such as we have the drink process of the nugget, sausages, and whole cut range of the like salami or the meat processed food.
What are your key brands?
Our key brand is Pennies and Lights and Garring.
And where are these brands sold?
So normally we're selling to the hypermarket and supermarket. Then some we are the OEM to the hotel lines and F&Bs.
Is it just within Malaysia?
It's about 10% export.
I see.
Yeah.
Which countries?
Some like Middle East.
I see. And how much have your sales grown over the past few years?
Past 2 years we have 2014. Our sales is about increased 10%. 2015 we be increased about 32%. Then soon we will be forecast coming year 2016 we will be hit over 1 billion revenue. It's about compared to last year, it's about 12% increase.
So talking about your restaurant business, you have the Kairos kebab chain.
Yes.
So right now, how many branches do you have?
Right now we have about 12 outlets, and normally will be located in the shopping mall in the Kang Valley area.
I see. What's the unique selling point of your restaurant?
Our unique selling point restaurant kebab, Kairos kebab, is kebab. So it's we can call this is healthy delights food. Why I'm saying healthy food? Because of we are vertical burner. Then the meat will be the grated. Then after grated, all the fats and the oil is dropping in the bottoms of the container or burner. So it will be more healthy compared to the others, fly or what.
I see. Yeah. And lastly, overall, if we look at the entire picture of the company, what is your competitive advantage?
The entire whole company, all the business divisions, and we can talking about our competitive awareness is we are aggressive to improve our economy of skills with all the value chains to connect together from the beginnings of the indicate for poultry. We indicate poultry from we have our own grandparent stock until the food value added, and also we doing the retail chains also, and also the restaurant. Then we keep updating these improving this production management to improve all the efficiencies for all the production floor.
All right. Well, thank you so much for today, Christopher.
Thanks a lot.
Financial highlights. At the end of 2015, CAB Cakaran's revenue was over 891 million ringgits, or around 7.4 billion baht, growing by 80% from 2009 to 2014. Its net profit was over 16 million ringgits, or 134 million baht, growing by 740%. Its net profit margin was at 1.8% and ROE at 9.5%. Its PE was at 8.6 and PBV at 0.82. At the end of 2015, CAB Cakaran's share price was at 1 ringgit, or 8.4 baht, a growth of over 220%. Its market cap was over 150 million ringgits, or 1.26 billion baht, growing by over 260%. Ladies and gentlemen, that was CAB Cakaran Group. Join us again next time for more company highlights with B Pizza. See you guys later!